Welcome back. You're watching the Late Night News. Well, time now to bring you all that's making news around the ICC Cricket World Cup. Well, cricket associations are moving into action to prevent another situation like the one we saw in Bangalore on Thursday, as the police lathi-charged outraged fans who were objecting to the paucity of tickets at the counter. Delhi and Nagpur have released more tickets, hoping that this will keep fans in check now. Rest of India's matches are being held in Bangalore on the 27th of February and the 6th of March, and in Delhi on the 9th of March and in Nagpur on the 12th of March. And of course, the final in Mumbai. In Chennai, the M.A. Chidambaram Stadium has a seating capacity of 37,000, but only 12,000 tickets are being sold to the public. Reports say this number can go down further for the India-West Indies match scheduled to take place on the 20th of March. And speaking on the ugly scenes in Bangalore, here's what the Indian cricket captain had to say.
Well, it's a tough one again, because you're talking about the ticketing aspect, and it's a difficult one because we have no clue as to how it goes around and what's the allotted number of tickets. So I would be doing injustice, if I speak on that. But of course, it's unfortunate. Some of the spectators or fans had to go through it. But again, when the Indian cricket team, when you don't perform, you also go through a lot of criticism. So I feel that's a big part and parcel, and maybe some of them won't have felt so bad, because at the end of the day they want to get tickets. So that's what I have to say.
Well, what is the deal for the so-called minnows participating in the cricketing extravaganza? Do they get the much-needed exposure by playing in the World Cup, or are they merely making the tournament lengthy and long drawn out? Our sports reporter Sudarshan has the special story.
1975, the first edition of ICC Cricket World Cup. 8 teams played to capture the Prudential Cup. 17 years later, in 1992, the 5th edition saw 9 teams, an increase of just 1. Fast forward to 2011, 10th edition has 14 teams, 10 test-playing nations and 4 associate members. ICC is not happy with these many teams playing at this big stage and plans to limit the number to 10 in 2015 World Cup. Reason: poor performance of associate members.
50-over cricket, we think, is a little bit more skill-based. In the sense that over 50 overs you can compete more strongly, and hence why we believe that 10 teams in the 50-over event will be more suitable.
And after the performance of teams like Kenya and Canada in the ongoing World Cup, ICC can easily make that call. The teams were nowhere near earning the international tag, but captains of these teams still feel they should get more chances.
We don't think on those lines. It's their decision to make. If they want to play 10 or 5 or 50, that is the decision. We would always like to be participating in the World Cup. Not only Kenya, even if I was to be asked, can put even 20, because the more you play around these guys, the better you become.
At the same time, Netherlands and Ireland have impressed everyone with their performances in the opening match against England and Bangladesh respectively, coming through as teams to be reckoned with. Now, even if ICC looks almost set to make 2015 a 10-nation World Cup, it's not going to be an easy decision. If cricket has to grow into a global game, the minnows need a bigger ground to spin their case. In Chennai, with Sudarshan, Kali Sayak for NDTV Hindu.
And let's now bring you the quick update of the big match of the day, Sri Lanka versus Pakistan. The match, it seems, is going down to the wire, having imposed a target of 278 on the Lankans. Pakistan took crucial wickets at regular intervals. Taranga, Sangakkara and Dilshan got solid starts but failed to convert them into weighty innings. The pace battery and the captain, Shahid Afridi, ran through the middle order. Currently, the lower order of the Lankan attacks is leading the fight back, but is looking at an uphill task of over 11 runs an over. All spectators are holding their breath with excitement, and the score as we speak is 232 for the loss of 8 wickets. And finally, in a walkathon to spread awareness on obesity, NDTV Hindu caught up with Lakshmipati Balaji, Well, he spilled it all, be it his disappointment for not playing for the CSK, his cricketing superstitions, and most importantly, India's chances at the World Cup.
All these expectations which is going around in the current World Cup thing, like definitely we are the best options in the last knockout stages, and we have proved in the past 2 years that we have become a number one side in the test, and we have proved number two side in the one days. And looking at the past 2 years record, we have produced a lot of match winners, and because of IPL and because of the opportunities which was given to the youngsters, and they grabbed it with their full potential. And I think this will help the new energy in the Indian team will definitely help to go to the next level by winning the World Cup after 27 years of the big gap between that World Cup title. I think we have the best chance right now.
Speaking about controversy, now the ICC has asked Sehwag not to wear a number behind, to put on a number behind his jersey. Now, do you feel ICC is right in insisting for that? Because if Sehwag feels that if he doesn't wear a number, he will play better. So what do you feel about that?
I don't know about it. It's each an individual thing, but if it comes to international event, I don't know what is the rules and regulations are. I completely don't understand why the rules been changing, but it's ICC rules, so we have to go and do whatever the ICC is asking us to do. So that's it.
Okay, speaking about superstitions, are you superstitious? Do you do anything on field or before the game?
I think every individual has some kind of superstitions when it comes to auspicious day, or when it comes to a good time, and when it comes to kind of small things which will make sure their positiveness in their body works better and the confidence works better. So that kind of way, definitely everybody is superstitious, including me. I tie my left shoe first because that has been my habit. It's become my habit. It's not something superstitious I wanted to do, because I always do that. It's my natural instinct. So.
Alright, so now the IPL is coming up, and you're no longer part of the Chennai Super Kings, so are you disappointed? Or?
Yeah, definitely disappointed, like little bit, but you have to. It's not about disappointment. It's about moving on to the forward. What I've done for the last 3 years, it's more satisfactory, and I'm looking forward to give my best for the new team which I'm going to play in Calcutta. And definitely, my expectations should go to the next level and reach the optimum level of performing for the new team which I'm going to play. So it's all about changing the trend.
Well, with that, we wrap this bulletin. Thanks so much for watching the Late Night News. Have a happy Sunday. Good night.